Hello, my name is Simon and this is the Retro News Roundup. To start, a new museum has been launched focusing on video games. The Rome Gam Game Museum, which is shockingly based in Rome, opened on the 30th of November, which is the day I'm typing these words, so I don't know much more about it, sadly. There's a website though, linked to in the description below. Meanwhile, Alan Sugar set up a pretty basic Amstrad nostalgia website. There are levels in this life, kids. Next, compilation title Atari 50 got even bigger with a new expansion called The First Console War. It showcases the whole saga of Atari's first major rival in the console space, Mattel's Intellivision. Let's stick to tradition and start with last month's Arcade Archive titles released on PS4 and Switch. There were 4 in November, namely Versus, The Quest of Key, Konami's Table Tennis, Final Blow, and Fantastic Night Dreams Cotton. There were 4 Egg console ports on just the Switch, Zack 2, Ys, Gardic, and The Scheme. Nintendo System also got the Epix Games Sports Collection. Then the Switch Online service received 2 Game Boy titles in the form of the first 2 Donkey Kong Lands, as well as the Mega Drive's Mercs, Toe Jam and Earl in Panic on Funkotron, and Vector Man. Then a few I forgot about last month, were N64 games Banjo-Tooie, Turok 2, and Shadow Man, as well as Game Boy Advance F-Zero's Climax and GP Legend. PSN in reply got the PlayStation's Resident Evil Director's Cut. Then on to the multi-format releases. Aero the Acrobat, Rascal Rival Revenge and IREM Collection Volume 2 arrived on PS4, PS5, Xbox One and Switch. Then Tetris Forever, an interactive documentary about the superlative puzzler, and a remake of Little Big Adventure, Twinsen's Quest, landed on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, PC and Switch. Next were 2 Evercade releases, Toaplan Arcade 3 and Data East Arcade 2. Other than that, retro gaming streaming service Antstream has added 5 PS1 NetHeroes titles, Time Slip, Pushy IIB, Bouncer 2, Adventure Game and Arena. And finally, it's the game we've all been waiting for, with Backyard Soccer 98 kicking off on Steam. It's about time, right? Right? 2 pieces of news for this segment, the first being the launch of 2 Evercade Alpha bar-top arcade machines. They come in Street Fighter and Mega Man variants and cost a somewhat eye-watering £230. Next, accessory maker 8-Bit Do is celebrating Saturn's 30th anniversary with a new themed variant of its popular retro mechanical keyboard. It'll ship on December the 20th and costs $110 US. Let's start this segment with a stack of Commodore 64 games: Forgotten Forest 2, Battle for Cronos, Nixy and the Seeds of Doom, Abyssal Karma, and InfeZtation. On the 8-bit topic, there was also a pair of ZX Spectrum titles launched in November, Johnny Danger and the Talisman of Fire, and Pyramid Escape, as well as one for the Amstrad CPC, Croco Folie. Moving on, there was a quartet of games for the Amiga: Labyrinth, Duel, Santatron 2024, and Riviera 79. Then to round off this section, Old Towers crumbled onto the NES, Nitro charged towards the Game Boy Color, and finally Flap Happy flew onto both the NES and Game Boy. So much to cover for this segment this time out, which is fitting, it being Christmas and all. The first is the visual novel Computer Theatre, which was developed back in 1984 at Activision, but Commodore 64 gamers never got to play it. Until now. This is not a screenshot of the game, by the way, but merely a Facebook post talking about it, just in case you were confused. Second up, ports of Shining Force Chronicle 1, 2 and 3 made for Android devices were preserved by fans and are now available online. And next, 2 unreleased Sega Channel titles, Klondike Solitaire and the Chessmaster, were recovered last month, thanks to the users at the Rising from Ruins forum. There's more too, with a secret stage being found in the Saturn's Fighters Megamix. The developer put a clue out about how to find it and a dedicated fan soon worked out how to dig it out. You can find the full method via the link in the description below. And last but not least, Noah's Ark, a Japanese PC title from 1995 published by NEC Interchannel, is now available to play online after a physical copy was finally found. YouTuber Jeremias has made a fascinating piece about it, and that's linked to below as well. Check it out. One English language translation was completed last month for PS2 title Detective Conan, Legacy of the British Empire. But yes, that's all for this episode, and if you'd like to buy me a coffee, you can do so via this coffee link. And thanks to Wodersits for their donation last month. But thanks to everyone hearing these words for watching, of course, and please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell to be notified of new videos, and make sure you have a very happy holiday season.
It's not nice to shoot Santa.